it's late. If you're like a lot of us, this is probably when those money thoughts start to creep in. I'm not talking about spreadsheets or stock tickers, but the deeper stuff. That feeling that no matter what you do, you just can't seem to get ahead. Tonight, let's talk about that. Let's actually look inside our own heads, at the invisible forces that are truly running our financial lives.
It's such a familiar feeling, isn't it? You work hard, the paycheck comes in, you pay the bills, and then you're just waiting for the next one to do it all over again. You're putting in all this effort, but you feel like you're just not getting anywhere, despite trying everything. If that sounds like you, I really want you to know it's not just you. And it's probably not about how much money you make. We're all sort of taught to believe that a bigger salary is the magic wand for our money problems. But what if that's just not true? What if the real barrier that's keeping most of us stuck isn't our income at all? It's something much deeper, something invisible, that's happening right between our ears.
So, if it's not about the money, what is it about? Well, it's about this invisible battle that's being fought inside your own mind every single day. It's this constant conflict between what you want right now and what your future self really needs you to do. And the crazy part is, most of us don't even realize we're in a fight.
This battle is being fought with something called money scripts. Just think of them as these subconscious rules about money that were programmed into you when you were a kid. Maybe you grew up hearing, "We can't afford that," all the time. So now you believe you're just not meant to have money. Or maybe money was always a source of fighting in your house, so you subconsciously just avoid it. These scripts are running your life, making decisions for you, and you don't even know they're there.
And this conflict is happening because, well, your brain is literally wired to sabotage your long-term success. For thousands of years, survival meant grabbing resources right now. That ancient software in our heads, it values the immediate reward. That $50 dinner tonight, way more than some abstract benefit in the future. So the long-term wealth brain, that has to be built. It has to be trained, consciously, to rewire itself for a world of compound interest, not immediate survival.
So how do you even start to rewire your brain? How do you win that invisible battle? Well, it starts with a single crucial milestone, a threshold that really isn't about getting rich, but it's about proving to yourself that a different reality is actually possible. That first threshold, for most people, is $10,000. Now, this isn't some magic number that's going to solve all your problems. Not at all. It's a psychological game changer. Reaching this milestone fundamentally transforms your relationship with money, with risk, and with your own capabilities. It's the first real piece of evidence that you can take control.
And that's because saving that first 10 grand, it isn't really about the money. It's about forging a new identity. It's about this shift from seeing yourself as someone who just spends to someone who saves and builds. You prove to your own brain that you're a saver, and that new identity, it changes every single financial decision you make from that point on.
This is exactly why that first threshold is so tough. You're not just fighting a math problem, you're fighting an emotional one. You're learning how to find satisfaction in waiting, in delayed gratification, not just instant pleasure. You're rewiring decades of emotional conditioning that taught you spending money is the way to feel better. But changing your identity is hard. And let's be honest, willpower alone is not enough. It's going to fail you eventually. The people who win this battle, they don't have more willpower. They just have better systems. Systems that make the right choices almost automatic.
And here's a beautifully simple system that a lot of financially successful people use. 15% of your take-home pay goes directly to building wealth, investments, paying down extra debt. 65% is for your essentials, housing, food, utilities. And here's the absolute key. 20% is for guilt-free spending. It's built-in permission to enjoy your life, which is what makes the whole thing stick for the long haul.
So how do you make it work? Step one, and this is the big one, it's non-negotiable, pay yourself first. The moment your paycheck hits your account, you automate the transfer of that 15% to your investment accounts. Do it before you can even think about spending it. Then you give every other dollar a job, bills, goals, that 20% for fun, and then just a quick check-in once a month to make sure the system's still on track. This isn't about a restrictive budget, it's a plan for your freedom. Once that system is running, something starts to shift. The goal isn't really about getting rich in the way we see on social media anymore. It's about achieving a totally different kind of wealth, one that's quiet and confident and just deeply peaceful. Let's face it, most people don't actually want to be rich, they want to look rich. And there is a massive difference. Looking rich is the $87,000 truck for a desk job, it's the designer logos, the constant high payments just to impress strangers. Being rich is different. It's a reliable, paid-off car. It's comfort and quality over some brand name. It's the quiet confidence that comes from growing investments, not growing debt. It's peace of mind.
And that peace of mind, it's real. It's biological. Having a financial cushion, what we call an emergency fund, has these profound psychological effects. Neuroscientists have actually found it literally reduces cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. It just quiets that constant, low-level anxiety, which frees up so much mental energy. It gets rid of decision fatigue, and it can even improve your sleep.
And this might be the most powerful shift of all. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, an unexpected car repair feels like a threat, a potential disaster, right? But when you have a financial cushion, that same car repair is just an inconvenience. But it's more than that. It allows you to see opportunities. Maybe a certification program or a chance to invest in a friend's business. These things actually become possibilities instead of just impossibilities.
And that's really what this all leads to. The ultimate purpose of this entire journey. It isn't about piling up dollars. It's about accumulating something far more valuable.
Building wealth really is a journey of personal development. The discipline teaches you patience. Delaying gratification teaches you to think long-term. Focusing on what actually matters teaches you to be intentional. These are lessons that go so far beyond your bank account. You become someone who controls your money instead of letting your money control you.
In the end, wealth is simply the currency of choice. The choice to leave a job you hate. The choice to take a risk on a new career. The choice to spend your time how you want, with who you want. So the question isn't how much money you can make. The real question is, with the choices you are given, what life are you choosing to build?